Hi, and thank you for joining me for another short talk. And friends, today I want to talk to you about a very important topic, and that is the responsibilities that accompany one who decides to become a counter-missionary. Now, first and foremost, you must know that the counter-missionary movement, as the term describes, exists and was created as a response to the missionary movement. In other words, by themselves, they would have never existed. Now, one could even say that this task or title was thrust upon them by missionaries, at least initially. Actually, before the advent of YouTube and before the counter-missionary movement fused with the Noahide movement, the average counter-missionary, like in the days of Gerald Siegel, were there to just counter-missionary arguments. Now, fast forward to today, where the counter-missionary movement has really become the angry former Christian movement, a movement that has bankrolled not just the Noahide movement, but the counter-missionaries of old to work as their ideological attack dogs, who now, one could easily say, go on the offensive, not just disproving Christianity, but eradicating any semblance of it wherever they encounter it. So much that they have actually fueled atheists and Muslims who use their arguments and tactics to help convert people to their religions, creating individuals who threaten Jews physically and ideologically more than Christians and Messianics ever have. Now, don't get me wrong, I do appreciate a good debate. I appreciate showing someone where they have been misled. However, I also acknowledge that once you destroy someone's ethical substance, their God, their religion, you as an ethical individual have the responsibility to then give that person a viable alternative to what you just destroyed. Under the simplest of ethical norms, right? First, do no harm, which actually should be the intent of every counter-missionary to begin with. In other words, when a Christian missionary confronts any individual, Jewish or not, it is only in an attempt to elevate that individual to where at least they are. In other words, the purpose of every missionary, no matter how erroneous their doctrine happens to be, is to help you, to bring you to a better place. While the purpose of this new counter-missionary movement is to destroy a Christian's faith solely to show that they can. And when the Christian asks, what or where does he or she go now, if they get any response, they are told that they should embrace the fact that they are Gentiles and join the Noahide movement. And the truth is that the Noahide option, at least today, really only exists for three reasons. One, to keep people from converting to Judaism. Two, to finance ethnic Jewish outreach. And three, to line the pockets of rabbis who financially live off of non-Jews. And that goes for any rabbi who, when trying to make money selling books, always knows that he will find the market among the Noahide camp, no matter how halakhically baseless and ridiculous his book happens to be. The truth, friends, is that the core of what I'm trying to say here is that atheism is on the rise. And I believe that the counter-missionary movement is partially responsible, because placing a video on YouTube without at the same time giving the person an alternative to the ideology you're destroying is equivalent to placing a loaded handgun in the hands of a child and then being surprised when he pulls the trigger. In other words, without a proper viable alternative, people will not only drop Christianity, but they will drop God as well. Now, traditionally, counter-missionaries were not bothered by this because traditionally they preferred that their target audience embrace atheism over Christianity, which is another disturbing idea, right? Preferring kafira to a possible vodazar, which is why traditionally, if you were Jewish and you told your local Orthodox rabbi in your local synagogue that your mother converted to Christianity, they would make you reconvert to Judaism. But if you told them that your parents were atheists, they wouldn't. And that, my friends, is completely absurd, the notion of preferring an atheist to a Christian. But anyways, friends, what's the answer? What are we to do? And it's really clear and obvious. You offer them Judaism. Oh, Judaism doesn't do that? Well, maybe you don't know Judaism as well as you think you do, because till today I have failed to find any halachic source that expresses such a sentiment. In other words, it's a myth that Judaism prohibits encouraging others to become Jewish. So friends, if you're hearing me today and you're searching for a better way, a truer way, and a straighter path, I want to encourage you to consider becoming a full Torah Jew through a halachic conversion. So if you're interested in becoming a full Torah Jew, your first step is to go to your local Orthodox synagogue for guidance. And if you don't have a local synagogue or cannot relocate near one, you could always be a part of one of our global conversion events. Actually, Our next conversion event is March of 2017. And for more information on being a part of that conversion event, please email us at iwantin@bejewish.org. And that's iwantin@bejewish.org. And as you already know, for more information about everything Jewish, please visit bejewish.org. Thank you.